We're happy with the way we started. We got 10-0 up and we had possession down there again, and then we showed an enormous amount of character to defend for the next probably 20-odd minutes, at times down to 14, and so sort of great examples are a really important defensive scrum where we won a penalty, Marika getting across and a try saver. So that was really important. And then we started the second half well again. I think next 20 we probably dominated, and then as you'd expect from South Africa, they came back and asked a lot of questions late. So we're happy with the result. We're well aware of the challenge of next week and backing that up, which we haven't done this year.
Was there a key message that you felt got across this week as opposed to the last one?
Maybe I slipped that question, but I don't know. Look, we certainly had a good chat. An honest and brutal type of review, and we got a response. We got the response we expected, and it's a proud group, and we know we're a lot better than that performance. But it's what happens. When we're in Argentina, we weren't clinical enough, and we left a lot of tries out in the park, and then we didn't deal with the ball in the air. Whereas today, we were clinical, and I thought we looked after or diffused that aerial battle really well.
James, was there a difference in the feeling with the messages leading into it? It helps always when you win the open kick-off as well, but anything different?
I wouldn't say different. I think it all came off the back of a really honest review. It was a tough tour in Argentina. There was a lot going on, and at the end of the day, we didn't play our best rugby. So I think naturally the boys wanted to respond well, and playing in front of our home fans was a crucial part to that. We've been saying we want to start well probably all year, haven't we, for the first 5 tests, and we haven't done it. So today it was rewarding to start the game well. But in terms of messages, I think we just wanted to play well in front of our fans, and I think the key for us now is to back that up.
And when you guys say like a brutal review, what was more brutal about that review than past ones?
I think it was just pure honesty. Without diving too deep into it, it was a performance we weren't proud of, and that's what it came down to. And that's what makes me so proud of the boys today is how we responded to that. And Ren said it. It's when you were going to respond, it's about being consistent now.
James, what does an effort like Marika's, like when he runs across 40 metres and pulls off that kind of tackle do for the team? Allianz sort of got around him. Can you actually really feel the lift?
Oh, massive! He's a big part of our team. He's a real character, and the boys really love playing with him. He's probably the hardest trainer I've ever seen, and some of the stuff he does on the footy field is just phenomenal. So, one thing I know about Marika, he's going to put his body on the line, not only for his teammates but for his country and for the jersey. So, he's a player we all enjoy having in the squad for sure. Picks us up.
Dave, can you just comment on Noah and Fraser in particular, and how they've taken their opportunity today playing against South Africa for the first time, and how they've come on this season?
Look, we're really happy for Noah. As we see going into the game, he's played a lot of big footies. He's played multiple tests against New Zealand and England and France, and we had confidence that he'd do the job, and I thought he was excellent. And likewise with Fraser, he's really grabbed his opportunity on the back of, good work done in front of him too. So, look, hell of an effort for a young 7 to get a double today, and he got his hand on a bit of pill post tackle, and so it was a good performance from both those men.
Is it too early to talk about Noah's kind of immediate future? Are you looking forward to next week, the coming weeks? Do you think maybe showing that kind of loyalty on the back of that?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about earning the right to wear the jersey, and so he did that today.
What do you think was different about his game today?
We played a big chunk of the game without the ball, you know, in that first half. So, but our ability to you know, react and be clinical when it counted. So you look at the Mauritius try just after half time. You know, Noah's understanding of it's actually on to play rather than slow the ball down and try and go around the edge. And so yeah, look, he's a confident kid. We talked a lot about playing flatter and playing on top of the defensive line and some smart kicking options. And so, you know, it's good to see that from him today.
He was talking afterwards about how he wasn't happy with his England series. Do you get that sense from him as well, that he feels he's got that game to make still?
Yeah, I think he wasn't very happy with the way he played in the third test in particular. So, but that's good. You know, we want everyone striving to be as good as they can be, and he's setting high standards for himself.
You've had a change with defensive coach and coaching ranks in general. Did you see an impact from that today? Is it something you noticed in that?
Yeah, look, I think Tatsi's been with us for the last 2.5 years. He's a hell of a coach and a bloody good man. And Laurie comes in. He's experienced and knows a lot of the boys, and so it's been great to get his energy in. And I think the biggest difference for me from the last game was our ability to deal with the ball in the air and our ability to turn pressure into points. I thought we were far more clinical than our last outing.
Dave,
I was going to say, Dave, you talk a lot about earning respect day by day. Performance like this, you know, in a market which hasn't seen the Wallabies in maybe say 2 decades, how big is it to just kind of continuing that process in your mind?
Yeah, you know, we talked about respect being a daily day, and so we've got to back this up. And what we know is the Africans are a hell of a side, and they're going to be tougher next week as well. So we're going to have to take our game to another level. Like I said, we showed a lot of character in the first game in Mendoza. We didn't back that up. So, if we genuinely want people to get behind us, we've got to front every week. And I think if you front and you empty out the tank for each other, whether you win or lose, people will respect that. So, Oregon.
With the penalty count, and also conceding those 2 late tries, you know, it could have been quite an emphatic scoreline. Is that, I don't know, something to work on, I suppose?
It's been a work on for a couple of years, actually, our discipline. It's just a part of the game at the moment. Well, the past few years is just, you know, the team that lacks discipline gets really punished. And, you know, once again, we got out to a lead, but the discipline was a factor in, you know, the South Africans coming back late in that game. So, you know, it was a key point of ours going into the game, and I don't know, we probably didn't nail it. And I'm sure that's going to come up into review. We look at that pretty hard, the discipline side of stuff. So, you know, penalties against us, it's always a topic in the review.
Is that a fatigue thing, Slips, do you think?
Or? Yeah, you're playing against the best team or the best teams in the world. So, you know, whether it's fatigue, whether it's stupid penalties, or whether it's just good rugby from the Springboks, you know, like, you know, you can break down each penalty, and it'll be a variety of things. But I think overall, you just got to be on for every moment.
James, Faf de Klerk had a few words to a few of your guys, and then he got that yellow card for a little slap in the face. Did you guys celebrate that one? Were you pretty happy about that moment?
Hey, to be honest, 2 halfbacks going at it, it's quite interesting. It's well, I was in the scrum, mate, so I didn't even know what happened. But you know, halfbacks they're characters. They're always talking, and there's no doubt Whitey was talking to them as well. So, I'm not too sure.
Did you see Whitey's reaction?
As I said, I was scrumming,
Right.
so I was.
You didn't see it on the big screen. He looked like he was pretty badly hurt. So I just wondered if he might cop a bit from the boys from that one.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Mate, he cops it all the time.
Dave, a big few weeks. Personally, how do you feel sitting back? Is it relief? Is it just being proud of the team? Is it...
Oh, incredibly proud, but you know his next job, we'll celebrate it. And but over a couple of quiet ones, as opposed to thinking we've nailed everything now. And it's such a tough tournament to play in, and so we expect a response from the Springboks next week. And so, like I say, we've got to go to another level. So it's not relief. It's there's a bit of satisfaction that we've implemented a plan, and the boys have played well, and we've got success from that. So we've got to make sure that we build on it.
Just from the psychology of it, it's like they haven't lost it to the Springboks in Australia since 2013. James, like you've probably been a part of most of them. Is there a reason? Like, is there not a fear that you might have against an England or a New Zealand when they come here to play?
In all honesty, I don't know how to answer that question, because I don't know what the answer is. I just think our styles of playing rugby, there's two teams out there playing different styles, and the short-term history is favoured for us, but we've got to back that up. As Ren said, they're going to come out firing next week, so that the history it's still yet to be written.
And given Sydney is going to be a sellout, I think, and it's seldom does the Wallabies win Sydney, so how important is that?
Thanks for that, mate.
What's that?
Thanks for that.
But-
Doom and gloom.
But it must be pretty important to kind of go, no, we're going to make a statement right now and then shut people up mega.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about history and whether we've won lots of games in Brisbane and haven't won in Sydney, because we had a great record at Brisbane for a long time. We lost this year, So I just think it's irrelevant as to where we play. It's our mindset and our ability to put on the park what we need to win tough test matches. So next week will be no different.
James, can you just
Last
talk
couple of
about
things, guys.
set piece
Yes.
pressure today, both scrum and line out, and your response to the pressure that was applied in that part of the game?
We knew they were coming in that area of the game, and our line out really struggled, and our scrum was under pressure at times. So that's clearly going to be an area of the game we're going to have to focus on going into Sydney. Historically, the Springboks are strong there, and we've got to be better. I think we got out of jail a few times, but we know they're going to come again in Sydney, and we've got to match that, if not better.
Dave, you've coached a lot of players. How do you characterise what he can do?
Look, he's incredible, and what you see on Saturdays is what you see on everyday training. He's just full on. If we kick a ball, he is full pace chasing everything. He's concrete when he hits, and so his work ethic's phenomenal. I haven't seen another winger like it. So he's not a big man, but powerful, and he's all over the park. You have a look at his numbers; they're outrageous. He's a bit of a fan of the old pick and go on the other side of the field at times, and every now and then it puts us under a bit of heat. But he's everywhere, and that tackle he made tonight was at a time when we were missing a winger, and he's come from the other side of the field.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.